Today's game on HIBIKI QUICKIE is one of my all-time favorite fighting games. One of the games that I spent the most time with my friends back in the day, and one of the greatest entries in the Tekken series. This is Tekken Tag Tournament, released in 2000 for the PS2. Now, while initially, the game honestly hasn't aged well at all, back in the day, this game was where it's at. One of the few games back in the day also where the home port version looked better than the arcade version. Tekken Tag Tournament boasted a staggering 38 characters to its roster, which at the time made it one of the largest fighting games in history. Graphically at the time also, Tekken Tag compared to the previous entries in the series stuck out like a sore thumb. This game was fast, it was beautiful, and it was breathtaking at the time. Key word being at the time, when now we look at graphics like in a Mortal Kombat or the latest entries in the Tekken series, this pales in comparison by far, but appreciate it for what it did at the time. It was very, very well received and an excellent fighter. I'm not alone in feeling this way about the game. Don't take just my word for it. Here's Adam from the Hard to Name podcast, one of the people I played this game with religiously back in the day, to tell you his experiences with this incredible game.
Okay, thanks Travis. Tekken Tag Tournament. This game was amazing, especially for a launch title. So one of the best fighting games on the entire PS2 platform, and it was a launch title. Did not age particularly well as far as the fighting game goes, because the mechanics in Tekken have changed dramatically, and I think fighting games in general have. It didn't age as well as a Street Fighter 2 or even a Mortal Kombat 2 for that matter. Those games, perhaps more nostalgia based, but those games seem to have aged a little bit better than Tekken Tag. However, you can't bowl in Street Fighter. You can beat up cars, but you can't hit an old scientist with a bowling ball. So I would say Tekken holds up pretty well. They remastered it and re-released an HD version for the PS3. Came bundled, and playing that back to back with Tekken Tag 2, they improved leaps and bounds on the game in almost every way.
And there you have it, from the man himself. Honestly, you'll find yourself playing bowling more than you will the actual fighting game. If you don't have someone to play along with you, it does get tedious like any other fighting game, and I'm very thankful the bowling option is there. We saw this introduced more and more fighting games with other mini games, like Mortal Kombat had the kart racing element in Armageddon, and other games introduced this. But this is Tekken Tag Tournament, the granddaddies of the king of the fighting genre. I love this series, I love the game, I pretty much loved every game in the series. A few have been duds, but that's expected. This is a HIBIKI Quickie, check it out next time. Hey guys, you can follow me on Twitter at the HIBIKI TMD. Check out the HIBIKI TMD Facebook group for everything retro gaming, pro wrestling podcasts, and everything in between. Thanks for watching another video, and thanks for stopping by on HIBIKI TMD.